You do not feel poor because of one giant purchase. Sometimes it happens through 10 tiny payments you forgot about: a music app, a streaming app, cloud storage, delivery, fitness, a note-taking tool, a free trial that stopped being free months ago. Each one feels harmless because each one is small. That is the first trap. Subscriptions are designed to make money leave quietly. You do not walk into a store and choose the purchase again every month. The decision repeats itself without asking you. The app remembers. Your bank account pays. The price looks tiny because the interface shows you the monthly version. $9 does not feel like a serious financial decision. But $9 every month is not $9. It is a contract with your future self. That future self is the person who has to pay rent, buy groceries, fill the car, and wonder why the paycheck already feels smaller. This is why the best subscription businesses do not only sell access. They sell invisibility. Signing up is beautiful. One tap, start free trial, continue with Apple. No friction, no pain, no moment where your brain says stop and calculate. The design wants the decision to feel lighter than it is, but canceling is different. Suddenly the path gets longer. Account settings, billing, manage plan, confirm cancellation. Are you sure? Maybe pause instead. Maybe take a discount. Joining feels like a slide. Leaving feels like a maze. That is not an accident. Every extra step gives hesitation a chance to die before cancellation happens. Then the calendar takes over. A subscription does not care if you watch this month. It does not care if you open the app. It does not care if the service still matters to your life. The charge comes back because that is the system. Month after month, the same tiny payment returns like background noise. And subscriptions are especially powerful because they remove the most important part of spending. They remove the moment of redecision. When you buy something normally, you have to choose again. You see the price again. You feel the cost again. You compare it to what else your money could do. But with a subscription, the old decision keeps spending new money. That is why the design does not need to convince you forever. It only needs to convince you once, then stay out of sight. And that is the dangerous part. Your brain adapts. The first bank notification gets your attention. The fifth one feels normal. The 10th one disappears into the wallpaper of your life. This is how subscription spending becomes a leak, not a dramatic explosion, not a single disaster, a slow drip. $5 here, $12 there, $15 somewhere else. Individually, none of them look urgent. Together, they become a silent bill you never sat down and approved. Your brain separates the payments. Your bank account adds them together. That gap is where the business model lies. Companies know that people think in moments, not totals, so they show you the moment. Only $9.99. Only $14.99. Only a few dollars more for premium. But your life does not happen in isolated charges. It happens in monthly cash flow. And cash flow is where small leaks become real pressure. Free trials make this even stronger. The word free shuts down suspicion. Your brain hears free and stops treating the decision like spending. But the real product is not the free week. The real product is your forgetfulness after the week ends. The company knows most people will not cancel at the perfect time. They know life gets busy. They know the reminder gets ignored. They know the charge will arrive when your attention is somewhere else. Then comes price creep. $1 more does not create outrage. $2 more feels annoying but not worth canceling over. 3 increases later, the subscription is more expensive than the version you originally accepted. But because the change was slow, your resistance never fully woke up. This is the same trick again. Make the pain too small to fight. There is another layer. Subscriptions turn ownership into renting. Music, movies, software, storage, tools, workouts, learning, even parts of your identity. You are not buying a thing once. You are renting permission to keep using it. That can be useful. But if everything in your life becomes a monthly charge, your freedom gets smaller. You do not own the lifestyle. You rent it one billing cycle at a time. And because every service sits in a different app, the full picture is fragmented. One charge lives in the App Store. One lives in PayPal. One lives on a card you barely use. One comes through a website you forgot had an account page. The mess is part of the trap. If the payments are scattered, the total is harder to feel. That is why the stack matters. One subscription is not the problem. The stack is the problem. The stack is what happens when every company successfully convinces you that its payment is the small one. Every app says, we are only $10. Nobody says, together we are $200 a month. Nobody says, together we are $2,400 a year. Nobody says this is a car payment made out of tiny apps. So here is the rule. Do not judge a subscription by the monthly price. Judge it by the yearly price. Before you click subscribe, ask one question. Would I pay this yearly amount today in cash for the same service? If the answer is no, the monthly price is probably hiding the truth from you. The fix is not to hate every subscription. Some are worth it. Some save time. Some create value. Some genuinely improve your life. The fix is to make every subscription earn its place. Open your bank statement. List every recurring charge. Put each one into 3 groups. Keep, pause, cancel. Then add a 4th column. Next charge date. This one matters because control is not only knowing what you pay. Control is knowing when the next payment hits. When you can see the next charge, the subscription stops being invisible. Keep the ones you use. Pause the ones you might come back to. Cancel the ones that are only surviving because you forgot they existed. Money feels different when you can see it. That is the whole point. The subscription economy wins when spending becomes invisible. Your job is to make it visible again. Because wealth is not only about earning more. It is also about stopping silent systems from renting your future 1 month at a time. If this made you check your own subscriptions, like the video. Subscribe for more breakdowns on money, psychology, and the design tricks that shape your financial life.